Good morning. Today is Friday, August 31st. My name is Bonnie Flint. I'm running for the Utah House of Representatives in District 17, which is where I live here in Fruit Heights, most of Kaysville, east of I-15, and also a good chunk of South Layton. And I'm coming to you every day to talk about issues that are important to me. Yesterday I spoke to you about the importance of post-secondary education for our girls. And when I woke up this morning, I found out that there is a new organization in the state who is also supporting that same thing, and I wanted to give you a brief overview of that organization. This organization is called the Utah Women and Education Initiative, and Google them and go to their website and learn about them. This organization is sponsored by many of the organizations I've spoken to you about before: the Governor's Office, Prosperity 2020, the United Way, the Utah System of Higher Education, and the Utah State Office of Education. In addition to their website, which has a lot of great information, there's also a blog. Read that as well. So to end my week on school issues, I want to talk to you today about homework. It may not have a lot of political implication, but it is very important for parents, students, and teachers. And because I was all three, I have a unique perspective on homework, how it should be done, and its importance. So I want to talk to you about some of those important things today, and you'll have a great school year, I hope, because of it. I wanted to give you some guidelines that the district has and a lot of parents are unaware of. One of the things that I think most important for parents to know is that your students should not be assigned homework over breaks, recesses, off-track times, or over the summer. Even if the class is very, very important according to the teacher, even if it's an AP class, those times are not meant to be for homework. Students need breaks too. Now, another thing parents may not be aware of is that for homework guidelines, the district suggests 10 minutes per grade level and no more. First grader, 10 minutes. Eighth graders, 80 minutes. If they're reading also, subtract that. Reading 30 minutes, homework for 50. That's great for an eighth grader. Not too much. Students should have other time at nighttime to relax with their families, have a family dinner, go to scouts, go to ballet, and even play unstructured. So don't let your kids get bogged down with too much homework. Also, make sure your kids' homework is meaningful and it has a purpose and it's not just busy work. You know what busy work looks like. Pages and pages of Xeroxed worksheets that they just fill in the blank and could have been done anytime, requires no thought except for maybe that tedious doing something over and over again. Here's some great things your teachers could assign your kids to do. Pre-learning. A unit's coming up, the teacher wants the child to have some prior knowledge, to research a topic at home beforehand. That's a great thing for the kids to do. It engages them more in the upcoming unit. Students can practice what they've learned at school to become more proficient at it, specifically in math. But that doesn't mean they have to do 500 of a certain problem. But some practice is good as well. Another thing to do is apply the learning you've had at school into your home life or into your community and make it relevant to you. So post-learning of something is a really good use of the student's time for homework. But be very mindful that your students aren't doing too much. I had one of my daughters who could do hours and hours of homework at night in the 5th grade, and I finally had to go to the school and say, hey, this is not okay. Even if it's in a gifted program, kids need to breathe as well. So be your kid's advocate. Now, when I say be your kid's advocate, I don't mean for you to make sure they succeed by doing their work for them or by pushing them along too much to where they're not learning to be the initiator of their own learning. It is very tempting, I know, for parents to help their kids too much with their assignments so that the kid can get a good grade, or you think that you're going to help them because it'll help them feel better. But really what you're telling your child when you have to do their homework for them is that their work isn't good enough. You've already learned it. You've already had your time in school. Let them have their time, even if sometimes they're going to sink. Sometimes they'll swim. Give them the chance to do both. Both are learning opportunities. Both are valid. both are okay. So I hope you all have a great school year. Not too much homework, and when you do have homework, I hope it's the good stuff, lots of reading. That's what I'm a fan of. Check out the district's website if you would like some more help on homework guidelines. Be an advocate for learning with your child's teacher, and together you can have a great school year for your whole family and the students involved. I'll see you on Monday.